welcome to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers and welcome newcomers. I hope you like the channel. I hope you become part of this family with us by subscribing, of course, hitting that subscription button. It's free, and of course, if you like the videos, to hit that thumbs up. It's extremely important. If you do subscribe, please hit the notification bell to be notified of the new uploads that I come up with, which is every week. So for the most part, I use a 2.75 hook, sometimes 3.5, depending upon the project I'm working on. A pair of scissors, of course, and a small one to tuck in loose ends. My threads are Portugal threads. They're 4-ply, 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal brands. My colors, they go by number, except for the white or the off-white. They actually have the name white, but all of the mixed colors on any of them that I have, it's by numbers, which I get requested a lot about these threads, and people ask me if I sell them. I wasn't selling any, just basically using them for crochet, but because sometimes the demand is so high, I said, okay, I will do it. They're $12 a ball. They're 100 grams. It's in between 300 to 325 yards. Similar to Aunt Lydia, number 3 cotton. Mine's a little bit thinner, and of course, so my projects are a little bit smaller. If you're interested, minimum of order is 6 balls because the shipping is horrendous. Okay, so they're $12 if you're interested. You can always email me, or everything is listed on the description box below. I have Instagram, TikTok. I have a private crochet group if you would like to join, and you have a profile, then you're more than welcome to request. I also have a crochet page that you can follow. You can message me through there also. And please feel free to request anything that you would like to see. And for the ones I already have, thank you for the requests. I think I've done quite a bit for you guys. So we are going to get started, and thank you again for such a blessing and being part of this journey with me. The only way I can survive and keep going on is by having the channel to grow. Sharing is caring, so please share, and thank you so much for the people that have been sharing. There's quite a few of you that have been sharing, quite a lot. And also, if you want to help out the women in need of thread that cannot afford, then you can help by donating either thread yourself, and you can contact me and I'll give you their address, or you can donate whatever amount you would like, either through the little bag below that says thanks below the video. That belongs to YouTube, of course, and they take 30% off of whatever you offer, or my PayPal account will be in the description box. You can donate through there also. And I want to thank every single one of you that have donated or tipped me. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. God bless you. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Thank you. Okay, everyone. So as you know, a few days ago, I had launched a mat for the toilet floor, for small little mat, which I'm creating the bathroom set. And this is what I had launched, but I'm going to do the cover now for the toilet lid seat. Okay. And I'll be adding, I thought I wasn't going to add any flower on here, but I am. I've created a flat flower so we don't get our feet stuck on it. And this is going to be glued on with hot gun glue. So we're going to get started. I'm using this deep red. It's a 4-ply, 100% cotton thread, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. Aunt Lydia number 3 is a little bit thicker. I'll be using a 2.75 hook. You can use 3.5 obviously, And I prefer Aunt Lydia for these type of things, rugs or tablecloths, because they become bigger automatically. A small hook to tuck in loose ends. I will also be using the gray. And please give a thumbs up on the video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Sharing is caring. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So we're going to get started. Thank you, everyone. So the first thing we're going to do is that slip stitch knot. That never counts as a stitch. And I'm going to do 48 chain stitch. 48 chain stitch. This is for the cover seat of the toilet bowl, okay? I've done my 48 chain stitch. I'm going to come back on my 6th, not counting from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th one. Make sure you grab both loops because it will curve if you don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on my 6th, I'm doing a double crochet. We're going to build groups of 3 double crochet, a 1 per stitch, 2 chain space, and skip 1, 2, coming on the 3rd. We're going to do this all the way to the end, create these groups of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, skip 1, 2, come on your 3rd stitch, okay, and continue from there on. Now I know that's, quite a few of you on the group say, oh my God, it's too beautiful to be using in the bathroom. People, we need to enjoy things of life while we are here in this planet Earth. We bring nothing with us. Let's enjoy it. Once it's ruined, or you could always create another beautiful one, different color. It doesn't matter. It also makes perfect gifts. So enjoy the good things in this life. We bring nothing with us. So let's create these beautiful pieces and put it to use. Okay, everyone. So I've done all my little groups. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 groups of 3 double crochet. I'm going to do chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to continue to create my groups of 3 double crochet inside of this 2 chain space. 2 chain again into the next one until the end, and then I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I've reached the end, almost at the end I should say, and I have that 4th chain we did to turn. Remember, I'm going to do 2 chain coming directly in this 4th chain and doing double crochet. 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, 1 double crochet. We're going to have a total of 6 double crochets inside of this corner. 2, 4, 5, and 6, separated by 1 chain. 2 chain. We're continuing to create those 3 double crochet groups. 2 chain space into the next 2 chain space with 3 double crochet. Okay, so 6 inside of the corner, 2 chain, and then the groups. I'll meet you at the end. So we're almost at the end. 2 chain. We are going to do 1 double crochet here only. I'm going to try to hide my thread here, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain going up. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to come inside of the space and create my group. One, 2 chain, and again create your groups. We're going to do a total of 4 groups here. So we have 2 so far. One, 2 chain, and again. On my 5th group, we're doing 4 double crochets. This is a heart set, so we need to start the foundation for the heart. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th, we're doing 4 double crochets. Okay, and then you start your 3 double crochet groups again until the round edge, and I'll meet you there. So we're reaching the end. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups. On this last one here, we're not doing group because we have to start the oval corner. I'm coming on my 3rd double crochet after doing my 2 chain and doing 1, 2 chain again. I'm coming on that first double crochet at the corner where we did the 6. With double crochet, we're going to start to increase 2 double crochet in the same stitch, chain 2 into the next one, 2 double crochet in the same stitch. We're going to do that to all of them. And remembering what we do in one side, we must do on the other. So I'm going to have my 6 groups, 2 chain space with 2 double crochet each. I'm on my last double crochets. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 2 chain. So we're repeating the same thing as we did here with 1 double crochet, 2 chain, and continue to create your 3 double crochet groups inside of the 2 chain space. 2 chain, and again, we're going to do that all the way to the end. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so remembering that we had done 4 double crochets on this side, we need to do 4 on this side. We'll have a heart on this side and a heart on the other. So I have 1, 2, 3 groups. On my 4th group, 4 double crochets, chain 2, and continue on with your 3 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Coming into the end, we're going to do 2 double crochets inside of the space and 1 on top of the chain. So I've done my 2 inside of the space and 1 on top. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Turn around, coming directly into this 2 chain space, and create your 3 double crochets. So where we have the 3 double crochets, it's going to stay that way until we meet the heart foundation. We have to start increasing to form the heart. 2 chain and your 3 double crochets, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we have the 4 double crochets. I'm going to do 2 double crochets inside of this space only, and 1 per stitch. We'll have a total of 8 double crochets here on the foundation of the heart, and 2 inside of the next space. We'll be doing the same thing on this side. So now we just continue with the groups, and we'll also be increasing at the edge here, but I'll meet you there at the corner. okay? So we're getting here in that one double crochet. I'm going to do 2 inside and 1 on top of the double crochet. We'll be having a row of group, 1 double crochet, group, 1 double crochet, 2 chain. Now my first double crochet, I'm doing 1 double crochet. On my second, these are the groups at the edge, the corner, the round corner. I'm doing 2 double crochet in the same space. So we're increasing 1, 2, and 3. And let's consider this row 1 because we have 1 double crochet, row 2, and row 3. So you don't have to get confused. Chain 2, and again, continue 1 double crochet, and on your second one, 2 double crochet. So this is row 3. I'm not counting the middle one here, okay? I'm counting from 1, 2, we have 2 double crochet and 3. This way you won't get mistaken or confused. Chain 2 and continue 1. We're going to repeat the same thing that we did here on this side. So then I'll meet you at the end, okay? Remembering when you come here on that 1 double crochet, you must repeat the same thing, 1 on top of the double crochet and 2 inside of the space to create your group. And then continue on again with your groups until you meet the heart, and then you'll have to do 2 inside, 1 per stitch, and 2 inside. And you'll have your total of 8, exactly how we did here. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the end. We're going into row 4. 1, 2, and 3 chain coming inside and creating my group, chain 2, and creating my 3 double crochet groups again until I come into the foundation of the heart. So we'll have 2 inside, 1 per stitch, and 2 inside, okay? So I'm at the foundation of the heart. Chain 2, and I'm going to do 2 double crochets, 1 per stitch. So we'll be having 12 double crochets now. And we'll do the same thing on the other side of the pattern. Remembering at the corner we must do our increase on the last double crochet on the edge, the round edge. So 2 inside, 1 per stitch, that's the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And continue on with your group. Chain 2, continue with your group here. Now remembering what I said, 1 row will have group, 1 row double crochet, 1 row group. So we know that this row here is 1 double crochet only. Chain 2, and then continue with the increase on the last double crochet. 2, 3, and 1 more on the same stitch, 4. So you know automatically you are on row 4, okay? And repeat the same thing on this side. So we've reached the end. We're going to do 2 double crochets inside of the chain. And I'm going on my second chain here because I don't want it to be like a big double crochet, even though I did 3 chain, okay? So, well, actually we did 4 chain. So this is what it looks like. So you're going to turn around. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Coming inside, create your double crochet groups until we meet here. So again, 2 double crochet, 1 per stitch, and 2 double crochet. We're going to have 16 double crochets. We're going to continue to do the groups, 2 inside of the space and 1 on top. So we'll have our group here and of course the increase. So just continue to do your increases on the hearts, and then I'll meet you here at the edge. Okay. Okay, so I've done my row, not done, but have started my row 15, row 5, sorry, 15, I don't know where I'm going with that, but anyway. So my 4 chain, did my 3 group, my 3 double crochet group, 2 chain, 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 2, total of 16, 2, 2 chain and the group, and of course 2 inside and 1 on top. We'll repeat the same thing on the other side. So we're doing 1 per stitch, and on my very last one, we're doing 2 together. So this row 5, you're supposed to have 5 double crochets here at the edge on the round. 2, 4, 5, chain 2, and proceed again the same way. And what we just finished doing on this side, you must do on the other side. I'll meet you at the end. So finish my row, turned around, chain 3, do your group, chain 2, next space of the 2 chain, do your group, chain 2, into where we have our pineapple foundation. So we start with 4, 8, 12, 16. Now we're going to do 20 double crochets. So 2 inside of the space, 1 per stitch, and the other side will be the same. Okay, so we'll have 20, 2 inside of here, 2 chain, create your group, and here we'll have only 1 double crochet, 2 chain, and then the increase. So we'll have 6 double crochets at the corner, but I'll meet you there just before the edge. Okay, so I've done my row 6. We have 2 groups at the beginning, 2 inside of the space, 1 per stitch, and 2 at the end. So we have 20 double crochets. 2 chain, the group, 2 chain, and 1 double crochet, because 1 group, 1 double crochet, 1 group, 1 double crochet, 1 group, 1 double, and that's how it goes. Your increase at the end as usual, and then you continue on the same way. We're going to repeat exactly the same thing on the other side. So very simple. Okay, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 7. So I've done my 4 chains, turned around, and create the groups again. Now, where we have the pineapple, we're still going to continue to increase. So we're going to end up with 24 double crochets. Okay, it's going to change on the next row only. And we're going to repeat doing the same thing as we've been doing. The increase, 2 here, 1 per stitch, and then 2 here, and then 2 inside, 1 on top, and the increase on the motif here on the round, 2 together on the last one. So we'll have 7 double crochets. So 2 double crochet only, and then 1 per stitch. We'll be doing the same thing on the other side. Row 8 will change a bit. Okay, so I'll meet you at the edge. So we're doing 2 inside. We're almost at the round corner and 1 on top. So I have 24 double crochets, 2 chain, and then continue the increase on the last double crochet. Two, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, so I finished my row. Going into row 8, I've done my 3 chains, doing my group, Now, so we're going to do only one double crochet here, 2 chain. I'm coming on top of the double crochet from the heart where we have the 24, and we're going to do 24 double crochets again. We're almost closing in the heart. We're preparing to close the heart in, I should say. We're going to start to decrease after this so we can shape that heart. So we continue to do the 24 double crochets. I'll meet you right after. Okay, everyone, so chain 2, come on top of the first double crochet with double crochet, chain 1, and on top of the next one. So we're only doing 1 chain here, okay? Chain 2, and then proceed your round corner the same way with the increase 2 on the last double crochet. And we're going to repeat the same thing we've done here on this side also, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay? Okay, everyone, so I started row 9. I've turned around, did my 4 chains, did my group. 2 inside, 1 on top of the double crochet, 2 chain. I'm coming again on top of the double crochet from the 24. I'm going to do 11 double crochets. So I've done the 11 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to do 2 chain, skip 2 space, come in the 3rd, and do my 11 double crochets again. So I've done my 11 double crochets, 2 chain. I'm coming on top of that double crochet with double crochet, 1 in the center and 1 on top. So I've created my group of 3 double crochets again, 2 chain, and the edge round stays the same with the increase. So 1 double crochet per stitch and 2 at the end. Okay, and then your 2 chain space and continue on with your increases. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. We're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row 9, going into row 10. It's going to be a little bit different. So I've closed in my last double crochet. I'm going to come in and do a single. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain, coming into that space and doing my 3 double crochets. We're going to create groups along this flat edge all the way until about here. You should have 8 groups of 3 double crochet creating inside of these spaces, 2 chain space between them. So this is my second group. We need a total of 8, and then I'll come back to you after I finish doing my 8. So once you finish row 9, close in, single, 3 chain, and start your groups. Okay, everyone. So I've created my 8 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do 3 chain, coming in the corner here and doing a single. 1 chain, coming back in, another single. 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, coming in that space, creating my group of 3 double crochet. Okay, so we've closed here with the 8 groups, 3 chain. into the corner with a single, 1 chain, 1 more single, 3 chain, and we are on the sides, as you can see, of the heart, and 3 double crochet. I'm going to do 2 chain. I'm going to skip these 2 and come in the 3rd double crochet. With double crochet, I'm going to create 7 double crochets here. That means you don't do the first 2 double crochet and you don't do the last 2 double crochet. We don't work on them. So we skip 2 and we don't work the last 2. 2, 4, 6, 7. Chain 2 into the center of the heart with a group of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, skip the first to second, come into the 3rd, and do your 7 double crochets again, exactly how we did here. I've done my 7 double crochets, 2 chain, come in the center here, the 2 chain with the group, 2 chain, and we're doing 1 double crochet. So we're back into that system where we did 1 double crochet group, 1 double crochet group, 1 double crochet group. Okay, 2 chain, and we're still increasing on the round edge, doing 2 double crochets on the last double crochet. So we should have 10 double crochets. This is row 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Your 2 chain. So nothing has changed here. Everything stays the same. And then continue on again to create your 10 double crochets. Increase 2 at the end. You're going to do that, and what we did here, we must repeat here. I'll meet you here just at the edge. Okay, you guys, so I'm almost at the end. I've done my group, 2 chain. After I've done my 2 chain, I'm coming in. This is the corner basically with a single, 1 chain, and I'm coming in with a slip stitch on my 2nd single. Okay, I'm going to come in the first stitch here just to come into that space with a slip stitch, and then back in, single, 2 chain, and I'm going to create 3 double crochets. Again, we are at the other edge of the pattern. Chain 2, coming in, creating again my group. Okay, chain 2, we're creating these little blocks again. We're going to create it until I get here to this corner. Okay, so we're getting there to that edge. Still we're doing the 2 chain, and we're doing the group here, just where we have that single, that 3 chain we did. Okay, so we created a group. I'm going to do 2 chain. Where we did that 1 chain between the singles, I'm going to create another group of 3 double crochet. Chain 2, right inside of this 3 chain space again, I'm going to create another group of 3 double crochet. So on this corner, of course, we'll be doing the same thing here. So make sure you do that group on that 1 chain where we have the singles. Chain 2, I'm coming in where the 2 changes before the heart foundation. Group, 2 chain. I'm skipping these 2 and I'm doing 3 double crochets. because we don't do the first two, we don't do the last two. To chain and continue to do your groups. So this row is all about doing groups. We'll repeat the same thing on the other side. Again, 2 chain, create your group, skip 2, do your 3 double crochet, 2 chain, skip 2, and then continue and do your group, 2 inside of here and 1 on top. But I'll meet you there just to make sure, okay? So I'm just getting into that 1 double crochet, so I'm going to do 2 inside, 1 on top, 2, skip 2, and not skip 2, what am I talking about? So we're doing the increase again in the edge corner, 2 double crochets at the end. We're still increasing. Coming to the last one, 2 double crochet in the same stitch, 2 chain, and continue on. So we're going to repeat exactly what we just did on this row on this side. Don't forget, we're still doing the increase, and we'll repeat everything on the other side. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, so we're pretty much reaching the end here, just before the singles. Chain 2, coming where we have that 1 chain space between the singles, the 2 singles, and create your group of double crochets, your 3 double crochets, 2 chain, and I'm closing in on my very last one. So now we have both corners the same way, 3 groups here, 3 groups here, and so on. Okay. So now we're going into row 12, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yes, row 12. So we've closed in with slip stitch. This whole row will be all about little blocks of 3 again, groups of 3 double crochet. So I've closed in with slip stitch. That's slip stitch on the 3rd double chain. We started with single 2 chain. I'm going to come back in the same place and do a single and chain 2. This is my first double crochet and 2 more chain for space. So I'm coming in and I'm doing my groups of 3 double crochet, 2 chain. We're going to do this all the way around. The only difference is where we have, you know, the rows group and then 1 double crochet, and then group and then 1 double crochet. So basically we're doing 2 chain space all the way inside of the spaces here, including the corner. Continue with 2 chain space. Only when we get here just before the motif, we're doing 1 double crochet. So we're creating our group, 2 chain, and 1 double crochet. We're still doing the increase, but I'll meet you here. Okay, you guys, so pretty much did my groups, 2 chain, and just 1 double crochet. Okay, as we always have 1 row group, 1 double crochet, 2 chain, and continue to do your increase 2 on the last double crochet. Okay, everyone, so I'm reaching the end where we started that single and the 4 chains. So I did 2 chain. I'm coming inside of the space and creating 2 more double crochet. So I have the single and 2 chains. I'm going to come on my 2nd chain and close in with slip stitch. Okay, now I'm going to cut my thread. If you want to leave your thread on, go ahead. I prefer to cut it so it doesn't become in my way. I'm going to use the gray on the next row, then come back with the red. But sometimes I do leave the thread on and then just jump from one row to the other. But I'm not up to it doing it this time. I prefer to cut it and then work the gray and then come back and work the red. So I'm just going through a few stitches here so I can secure my thread because I'll be working on these spaces. This row is only going to be double crochets. Where we have double crochets, we're doing double crochet. Where we have the 2 chains, we're doing 2 chains. Okay. So I'm going to do slip stitch knot, and where we left off, so I'm going to come right inside of my 2 chains and create single and 2 chain for double crochet. Another double crochet in the same space, and then 1 per stitch. Two inside of my 2 chain space, and 1 per stitch. This is how this row is going to be all the way around. And then I'm cutting my thread again, and I'm going to come in with my red. When we get to the round edge, normally we do the increase 2 on the last double crochet, but we're not doing increase on this row because we're already doing 2 double crochets inside of the chain space. Okay, so I'll meet you there just to make sure you don't get confused. So I'm just doing my round. As you can see, I'm only doing 1 double crochet and 2 inside of the chain spaces. Okay, so 1 per stitch, no increase. We already have it here, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing my row. I'm back with the red, and I'm going to start where we had, so we had done the single and the 2 chain. I'm coming on the next double crochet, still inside of this chain space there. I'm going to do my single, okay, where we had started with the other row. Try to hide my thread as I go. Single, 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. Next space, double crochet. I'm going to do a total of 7 double crochets. I have 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, and I'm coming in my 4th and doing my 7 double crochets. So I'm going to continue to do this until I form 4 groups of 7 double crochet, not 4 groups of 7, until I form 4 loops. Okay, do the groups, and then this is my first loop, so I have 2, 4, 6, 1 more, and then 1, 2, 3. So this is my second loop, 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, and then I continue to do my 7 double crochets again. I'll come back to you once I have 4 loops done. Okay, so I've done my 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue to do your 7 double crochets after you do your 4th loop. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm still going to do my 3 chain, and I'm only going to skip 2 coming into the 3rd. I'm going to do this twice. So doing my 7 double crochets. I'll show you once I'm done to make sure that you understood. So here's my 7 double crochet. So I've done 4 loops of 3 chain, my 7 double crochet. We skipped 3, went into the 4th. This time we skipped after my 4th, we skip 2 and into the 3rd. So I have my first and my second loop, skipping only 2 space, 1, 2, and into the 3rd. And then create your 7 double crochets. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because we are at the edge corner here. So obviously we'll be doing the same thing on this corner. Okay. So do your 7. So we have 4 loops, skipped 3 space into the 4th, and 2 loops, skipped 2 space into the 3rd. Okay, so I've done my 7. Here we skip 2 space into the 3rd with 2 loops. I'm coming back and do 1, 2, 3, skipping 1, 2, 3, and 4. Doing the 7 double crochets. So now this time we're going to do 4 loops again, skipping 3, going into the 4th double crochet. So 2, 4, 6, and 7. So I have created my first loop, 1, 2, 3, skip again, 1, 2, 3, into the 4th. We're going to have 4 loops, skipping 3 double crochet, going into the 4th. And then I'll come back to you again because we'll be at the edge of the round corner, okay? So once we have 4 of these loops, skipping 3 space going into the 4th, which should end up over here on the second motif, then I'll come back to you again because it's going to change up because we are in the corner, okay? Okay, everyone. So I have my 4 loops, skipping 3 space, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did my 7. I'm still going to do my 3 chain, and I'm skipping 1, 2, coming into the 3rd. We are on the corners, so we must decrease on the skipping, right? So we're going to do the 7, but this time we're going to create 7 loops, skipping only 2 space, going into the 3rd. Okay, 7 loops. That's counting the first one here, obviously. So I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3 chain, skipping 1, 2 into the 3rd. So I have my second loop already. We're going to have a total of 7. Once I finish those 7 loops and my 7 double crochets, I'll come back to you again because we need to repeat exactly the same thing as we did here on this side here. Okay, everyone. So after counting all of the, so here we had the 3 into the 4th. Here we skipped a 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops. And then we go back to the normal 3 chain also and skip 1, 2, 3 into the 4th. Okay. And do your 7 double crochets. 2, 4, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, skip 1, 2, 3 into the 4th, and have your 4 loops again, skipping 3 into the 4th. So I'm almost at the end. I already have my 4 loops here of skipping 3 and into the 4th, 3 into the 4th. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do one more. 2, 3. I'm going to skip again. 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th. So we have 5 loops skipped into the 4th. Okay, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, we're right on the 4th. So that means you'll have 6 loops. And close in with slip stitch. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, 6 loops closing in into the 4th space on this side. Okay, so pretty much done. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna skip this first double crochet, and I'm gonna come in that second one with a slip stitch, coming back in and doing single 2 chain. So on all of them, we're not working the first double crochet and we're not working the last. We're doing double crochet over double crochet. You're supposed to have a total of 5 double crochets. Chain 1. On my second chain from the 3 we did here, I'm going to do groups of 3 double crochet. This is going to be the same way all the way around. So we're starting foundation of the heart right here. 1 chain, skip the first double crochet and into the second with double crochet. So we'll have a total of 5 double crochets. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 chain. Again, skip the first chain into the second and create your 3 double crochet group. And then 1 chain. Skip the first, going to the second. It's just a repeat now, and it's going to look like that. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've closed in my row with a slip stitch. I'm going to walk to the other double crochet, single, coming back in, not single, slip stitch, coming back in with single, 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. I'm going to have a group of 3 double crochet here now. We are decreasing, so we don't work the first, we don't work the last. 1 chain. I'm coming in the first double crochet from the 3 double crochet group with 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet in the center in the middle one. We should have a total of 7. So 2, 3 in the center, and 2 more. 2, 4, 6, 7. 1 chain, skipping the first, going into the second, creating my 3 double crochets. So basically, we're going to do this all the way around the same way. 1 chain, 2 double crochet on the first one, and 3 on the middle double crochet from the group, 2 on the last one. Total of 7. And then skip the first one, create 3 double crochet. Exactly how we did here, 1 chain space between them. I'll meet you at the end. It's all the same way, all the way around. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished my row. I'm going to do the walk, as I call it, with a slip stitch through the chain here until we get to this first double crochet in the group. Single 2 chain. I'm coming back in and doing another double crochet. Next stitch, 1 double crochet alone. Next stitch, 2 together in the same stitch. We're going to have a total of 11 double crochets. So 2 double crochet on the first, 1 alone, 2 together, 1 alone, 2 together, 1 alone, and on the last one, 2 double crochet in the same stitch. a total of 11 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to go directly into the next heart. No chain space. So 1, 2. Next one, 1 alone. Next space, 2 together. Next one, 1 alone. Next space, 2 together. It's going to be repeatedly like this all the way around the same way until the end of the row. So we're skipping automatically from one heart to the next because these are going to be hearts. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished my row. I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to come back in that same space that I've closed in with a single. Okay, I'm going to skip 1, 2 on my third one. I'm going to do 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, all in the same stitch. I'm going to skip 1, 2 on my third one. I'm going to do a single. Again, skip 1, 2 on my third one, 5 double crochet. So we're pretty much forming that heart already. 3, 4, and 5. I'm coming in between the hearts with a single. We're going to do this all the way around the same way. Skip 1, 2 on the third one, 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All in the same stitch. Skip 1, 2 into the third one, single. Skip 1, 2 into the third one, 5 double crochets again. Okay, we're going to repeat this row the same way all the way around, and then I'll meet you at the end. 2, 4, 5 into the center between hearts with a single. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished all my row, the hearts closed in. I've cut my thread. I'm going to use the green now, and we're going to work on the inside. We're going to build a net in order to hook it on the lid. And of course, we're going to build it at halfway. So we know the half is where it starts those 4 double crochets up, okay, where is the round part. So you got to make sure that you're on the right side of the pattern. Okay, so I've turned my pattern to the wrong side. Okay, the right side we know is where we finished with the last row of the hearts, and I've turned it. Okay, so basically we need to line it up exactly where the center is. The center is where we have those 4 double crochets from the heart. Okay, like that. And what are we going to do? We're going to work on the let me just pull this down a bit. So we're going to work on these 5 double crochets here, or actually on this stitch here of the double crochet. So if you place it properly straight, this is, we're going to work from here on. Okay, so I'm going to do my inside web with the gray. Okay, so stitch slip stitch knot. I'm going to come in where we have those 5 double crochets here. Okay, right, like that. Bend your pattern if you have to. I'm going to do a single, maybe. Okay, so doing a single, and then I'm going to do a half, all in the same stitch, half double crochet and a double crochet. Okay, all in that same stitch of the chain here on the 5 that we did. Okay. Another thing is, while you're measuring, if you want, you can put a marker to make sure that this is where you're going to stop working, which is on the 5th double crochet here on this side. So we know that we have to stop working on here as we're started to work on here. Or actually, it's on the other side. Okay, so you can put a marker because that's where we're going to stop working. So once we've done that, we're going to do 15 chain stitch, 2, 3, 4, actually 30 chain stitch, because we're going to be going back and forth on it like a web. Okay, so 30 chain stitch. So as you can see, I have 30, but this is going to come like that. Okay, it's going to turn. So we're going to work. It's going to be like that. I don't want to lose my. So we're going to work on the next heart, the next 5, where we have the 5 double crochets. Okay, we're going to build 3 double crochets there. Okay, so we're going to come in on the next heart and do 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3, and do 30 chain stitch again. Okay, I've done my 30. Again, I'm going to work on the next heart where I have the 5 double crochets here. Okay, so again, I'm going to do 3 double crochets on that chain again. Okay, and then do 30. We're going to do this way all the way until where I have the marker. That's half of your pattern, and then I'll come back to you once I am done. Okay, you guys, so I'm at the end. So I was right the first time I put the marker on. So I'm going to skip that heart, that one there, and coming on to the next one. So this is where I'm supposed to stop and not where I put the marker. I put it right the first time. So now I'm going to cut my thread like that. So I had put the marker on there, but in reality we are skipping that first chain here because we're hooking on here, skip 1, and going into the next one, right? And I've done it wrong. It has to be on the bottom. Well, that wasn't too smart, was it? It has to be the bottom one, not the top. Okay, so now that I fixed it, so now I'm just going to tuck in the leftover string here that we did. So I'll show you again so you don't get confused, because I know sometimes I can be a little bit confusing. I confuse my own self, people, so like don't stress over it. Nothing we cannot handle, right? Okay, so I'm going to take this marker out of here so it does not confuse you guys. So pretty much this is what it looks like. Okay, let's see a little bit of thread here. Yes, this is when I ran out of thread. I had to add thread. Okay, so that makes more sense. So basically you're skipping this chain here and you're going into the next. Okay, skipping 1 into the next. This is where we have the 5 double crochets here. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 loops of 30 chain. But you know, you guys, your threads are probably bigger with the Aunt Lydia number 3. So it doesn't mean my count is exactly like yours. Okay, might be, might not be. Don't stress over it. So now we're just going to create that piece here so we can tie the net together into the lid. Okay, so I'm going to turn my piece this way because we'll be working on here. So again, slip stitch knot, and I'm going to make a chain of 35 chain stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 35 chain stitch. I've done my chain of 35 chain stitch. I think I'm going to do 5 more, so I'll go to 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have 40 chain stitch. If you want to leave it at 35, go ahead. It depends how big your lid is also, you know. Okay, so I'm going to come on that first loop, and I'm going to work right on the center of that first loop, 2 double crochet, chain 2 into the next loop. We're going to be doing 2 double crochets for each loop here, okay, with 2 chain, next loop. We're going to do this all the way to the very last one, and then obviously we'll have to create the 40 chain stitch at the end also, so that's to tie the lid into what we need to tie it into. Now it's going to look funny at first, obviously, because you know it's a lot of stretching here with the, you know, but once we finish, we'll get it all together. So continue until your very last one. Okay, everyone, so I've done my last one. I'm going to do my 40 chain stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until 40. Okay, you guys, so I've done my 40, and before I cut it, I want to make sure that this is going to fit into my toilet cover seat, right? So what you do is you go, or you take your toilet cover out and, you know, put it on there, tie it up, see if it works. If it doesn't, then you can do more chain stitch either on the zigzag we did here, or you can do more chain stitch for the knot if you want to tie it, because we're going to tie it up. So I'm going to go and measure mine just to make sure that it's all good, because this is more or less the same size where it's going to. This is an order, okay? So I'm going to check it by mine, and hopefully I am good to go. Remembering that when you tie it, it's going to become all nice and straight like that, but you need this flat at the cover, okay? And at the same time, I will already take some pictures, and you can see how it looks like at on the cover lid. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up. I will be making the little round oval rug, either for the tub or for in front of the sink, for the bathroom, of course, because this is the bathroom set. And I will be putting some, we'll be gluing those little flowers on. Of course, you already know this is for the foot of the toilet. And we'll be adding these flowers at the edge. Not too many, just maybe 1 or 2, like that, and have it pretty looking. Okay, so thank you so much, and I will see you in the next tutorial. God bless everybody. Take care.